A very good morning to all our dear viewers, and welcome to the talk show conducted by Global Education and Training Institute, which believes in its mission of a disruptive education movement. And today, in this chain of talk show, we have none other than Miss Kawaljeet from Kanpur, and she is going to give us a talk on personal reflection, the art of bonding. Before we begin the talk with ma'am, I would like to give a brief introduction, although she doesn't need any introduction because she is in this field of education for the past 18 years. Ms. Kawaljeet Kaur is the headmistress of NLK Vidya Mandir Inter College, Vishnupuri, Kanpur, which is the mother branch of NLK groups of schools at Kanpur. She holds the experience of 18 years in this field of education and also holds the dual bachelor's degree in the field of education and science. Apart from holding the dual degree in education and science, she also has the master's degree in management and economics. He started her career with corporate but switched to education sector for job satisfaction. She has also been associated with renowned Management College of Kanpur as counselor and coordinator for 6 years. And right now she's working with NLK schools for the past 10 years as the headmistress over there. She believes that actual leader is the one who inculcates the quality of leadership in the team. It should be passed on from one to another to imbibe the spirit of positiveness and empowerment. Over to you, Ma'am Kamaljeet Kaur, for the talk.
Thank you so much, Sunita ma'am. Good morning, everyone. I'm thankful to Dr. Sunita Gandhi for giving me one more chance to share my views on the topic personal reflection, the art of bonding. As GETI has, our mission is to give every child access to effective and transformational education. GETI and I too strongly believe that teachers and educators are the catalyst. Yes, the catalyst, this word, we have heard and we have studied about catalyst in the chemistry. And chemistry is a subject, one of my favorite subjects. So, catalysts are the compounds, we can say these are the elements which can increase or decrease any of the reaction. They affect any of the reaction. So chemistry, when we are talking about chemistry, I'm just connecting my topic with the chemistry as a science candidate. So somehow science comes. Atom, we have studied about atoms, molecules, we have studied about compounds, reactions. This is all about chemistry. As atom is the smallest unit, atom is the smallest unit of any of the matter, but it can't survive in the free state. We can say individually. So atoms make bonds. Atoms make bonds with other atoms, with the same atoms or different atoms, and they form molecules or compounds. And compounds and molecules survive in the atmosphere. I'm talking about this pen, I'm talking about this mobile, the material. So everything is made up by number of atoms. And any of the structure, even our body, everything is made up by the bonding of these atoms. So if we talk about any organizational structure, this is not possible without the bonding of all the team members. So bonding is something which is very, very important, and this makes the culture of any organization. I'm not saying I'm perfect in this to tell you people about this, but what I have learned in my journey. And as in last session, I have told that I believe that learning never ends, and still I'm in the learning phase. Uh, but would like to say, when these atoms, or we can say individuals, work together in a team, then only we make any structure or organization. So one of my friend has suggested to introduce the fish theory. I'm thankful because when I have gone through the fish theory, which fish theory is actually introduced by uh, John Christensen in 1998, which helps us to improve the organizational structure. So, this theory has four practices of fish philosophy. First, it tells about, first, which is very important, be there. Means be there means whatever I am doing, wherever I am, I have to be in present. So be emotionally present for people. And here, listening is very, very important. Maybe somewhere I'm also lacking in that. And at that moment only, I just think about this point. Yeah, listening, which is very, very important. So it's a powerful message of respect, and that improves the communication and strengthens the relationship. When we listen someone, when we have empathy for someone, when we have understanding, and definitely these things improves the relationship, it builds the relationship, and this is really important. And fish theory, fish philosophy actually tells about play. So when John has visited a place, fish market, what he has seen, there are number of people, they are just like the enthusiasm he has seen, the way they were playing with the fishes. You can imagine the fish market where so much crowd is there, and so much smell will be there. So they were just enjoying that work, and they were throwing fishes towards each other, and they were catching and just serving to the, just showing to the customers. And other entire teamwork, when he has seen, he get inspired to make a movie on that. So second thing which is there, that is play. So tap into your natural way of being creative, enthusiastic, and having fun. Play is the spirit of curious mind, as in, means let's play with the idea. You can bring this mindset to do everything you do. Means I'll use one Hindi term, जो भी कर रहे हैं दिल से करेंगे, और means 85%, I was just studying, I was going through some articles, I have just read this. 85% people are there really in the jobs which they really don't want. They are not satisfied. So, whatever we are doing, we should love that work. We should respect that work. And how to involve yourself in a positive way in that work Here, fish philosophy works. So, whatever you are doing, just do wholeheartedly. Just give your 100%. And when you will start enjoying your work, definitely that will improve the quality of your work. So, make their day. So, most of the time, we think about making our day, how to enjoy our day. But what John has observed there and in that fish market, so find simple ways to serve or delight people in a meaningful and memorable way. It's about contributing to someone else's life, not because you want something, but because that the person you want to be. हम इसलिए नहीं इम्पोर्टेंस दे रहे किसी को भी because we want something, मुझे कुछ चाहिए उससे. No, because I just want your presence because you are important. We have to give that kind of feeling to each and every person who is associated. Now, I would like to just take an example of students and teachers relationship, leader and teachers relationship. So, if we are giving any task to our teachers, as a leader, we should support them, but we should give them feeling to by empowering them. We should empower them, and we are supposed to give them feeling, yes, you are important. Yes, they are important. So when we are dealing with the students, so if a teacher always say, I want this from you, I want that from you, you have not finished this task, what I was expecting. So every time, if I'll just tell my expectations to the person who is in front of us, directly or indirectly, definitely person will get frustrated. Same with the children. They are doing the same job, studies, studies, studies. So if there is no play, means there is no fun in that. So that's why in the primary classes, we adopt play-way method of learning because here we promote learning by doing because playing is a method which creates curiosity about something. So the spirit of play definitely give more involvement. So involvement increases because we love playing. Every one of us love playing. So if we are talking about students, we are talking about employees, definitely if we will create such an environment that our students learn. Now we'll come to means the new education policy has come. So which is introduced and which will be introduced later on. But when we are going through new education policy, so here more emphasis on practical knowledge. So that has importance. When we are emphasizing on learning by doing, then definitely output will be better. So as a teachers, we are supposed to give that respect, feeling of understanding, trust, love, definitely love also. So all these will help in making that bond. I remember still there are children who they approach us as teacher. Talking about myself also. So I was purely a science teacher for 3-4 years when just after leaving my job from ICICI credit card department as a back office job. As ma'am has told you people, that for the job satisfaction, I have switched to education sector. So still children approach and they show their gratitude, show their affection, means so it means a lot. It means a lot when we are able to change the life of the students. Means if you are talking about a single child, if we are able to make a difference, yes, this means a lot. So make their day, each and every, means single day we are supposed to give them feeling that they are important. So next thing is, that is choose your attitude. Our positive attitude towards anything or our negative attitude about something really matters a lot. So fish philosophy, the fourth point with the practice, it is means John has given the philosophy here, the fourth point, which is also important. So choose your attitude. Take responsibility for how you respond to what life throws at you. uh, every time we don't get the things as per our wish. Many a times the situation comes which we really don't expect, and then we blame others. This happens most of the time. Situation comes where we are not responsible, anybody else is also not responsible, but the situation comes. But do we take the responsibility of that situation? Do we handle that situation in a positive way or attitude? So, most of the time, what we do, we blame others. This happened in the organization, this happened to you, or this happened to me because uh, due to the mistake of anybody else. So, whatever is coming to us, whatever the situation is coming, favorable or unfavorable, we are supposed to take it positively. So one more thing we have to think about, that is my attitude helping my team or my customers? Here, because this fish theory is helpful in building the organizational structure. So when we are talking about corporate, definitely the term will come the customer. But here what? To whom we are serving, that is our customer. So if I'm talking about employees, yeah, if I'm talking about students, if I'm talking about parents, definitely as a leader, we have to think, are we able to help who are our team members and customers? Means whosoever is associated with us, am I an asset for them? So we have to think about. So the fish philosophy strengthens the trust, teamwork, and engagement. As teachers, when we are struggling to engage the students, or promote a positive learning culture, when classroom morale is low, school experiences an increase in bullying, disruptive classroom behavior, poor academic performance. So, what we need to do? So, need to inspire leadership in education at that time. So, as a teacher, first, as a leader, what I have to do, first, this is my moral duty, this is my responsibility to, as I have shared the points, that is play, make their day, choose your attitude, and be there, be in the present. So the points we have already discussed. As a leader, we are supposed to give the feeling, means that trust, that teamwork, that understanding. We have to just give that positive feeling to our teachers, and definitely so need to inspire leadership in education. So engage students and teachers by creating a remarkable school culture using the fish philosophy. So here fish philosophy will be very, very helpful. So increased school morale. A question comes, how fish philosophy means, जिसको हम बोलते हैं मच्छी बाजार, lots of noise is there, no discipline, means we cannot create that kind of environment in our school. क्या मच्छी बाजार थोड़ी बनाना है? जब भी we heard any kind of sound, means noise, which is known as noise, sound is can be favorable, sound is known as music, unfavorable sound is known as noise, that is noise for us. So जब भी हम कोई शोर देखते हैं तो we generally say क्या मच्छी बाजार लगा के रखा है, but here this fish philosophy will work. So how increased, which will helpful in increasing the school morale. So when teachers appreciate one another, when as a leader we will start appreciating our teachers for the good deeds, and we'll tell them the improvement areas in a positive way, in with humbleness, definitely. And when we'll tell them, and definitely when we will transfer this positivity in our team members, so when teachers will start appreciating each other, so definitely this appreciation and thank you is a very big word in the meaning, in the sense. So, thank you. This uh, gratitude when we show to each other for helping us. So, definitely, this can change the word, I think. So, engaged higher learning. Fish philosophy uh, helps teacher create a culture where students feel safe. This is very, very important. Feel safe, work together, and step outside their comfort zone. As we are facing the challenge of COVID-19, and we are bothered to maintain the social distancing, and same thing we convey to, means this is we are bothered to follow the social distancing, and social distancing doesn't mean to make distances in our ideas, means we cannot share our ideas, the feeling of empathy, the sympathy, which is the term we learn in ethics and values, the trust and the teamwork. Definitely by maintaining that social distancing we can help each other, we can be connected with each other, we can be bounded with each other. So same thing, when we will follow, our teachers will follow, that will automatically transfer in our students. when us these thing will be practiced by the teachers, so this will be practiced by the teachers, then what will happen? So students will feel safe, and they will come out from their comfort zone. They will share their ideas. And sometimes we should ask for suggestions too. And that will make, not sometimes, but uh, even every time when we are dealing with the middle school children, we are dealing with the children who they are from grade 6 to 12th, we can involve them in uh, many things. So if we are giving them the responsibility of feeling of responsibility, then definitely will be helpful in maintaining that culture we are talking about. So positive classroom behavior, this point I have jotted down, just heading I have written just to recall that. So, positive classroom behavior, how it will come. So, students now, this thing transferred in students. So, when students will practice this fish philosophy, so how good it feels to care about each other. When our children are practicing these values, so they are working in a team. So that will obviously improve the culture of our school. So, proactive school culture. So, using fish, your school can nurture an atmosphere which is safe, which is healthy, and which is up to the mark for everyone. So, as a teacher, if we are giving the instructions, so many instructions to our students, and we don't care about the reason of not doing work, if we are not concerned about their problems, this will break that bond. So, always, whosoever gives, that person has feeling, good feeling, and feeling of doing something good. So here also I'm taking example of atoms. So when we have studied about atoms, so atoms get positively charged or negatively charged by the exchange of electrons. So electrons are will be transferred from one atom to another for making that bond. So the atom which will release those electrons, or we can say donate that electrons, will get positively charged, and the atom which will receive will get negatively charged. So whenever you will give something, that will give you positive impact in your soul, mind, means you will feel that positivity, that I am able to give something, I'm able to help anyone, I have that understanding. So I'm able to build that trust. So if we are taking from someone, so that gives us feeling. But as a leader, if we are talking about fish philosophy, we have to make that bond where we are talking about sharing. So there are so many bonds. we have talked about. Right now, I'm not going to teach chemistry, but I'm talking about bonding, where we are talking about sharing, caring, understanding. And I'm just practicing, I'm just learning those things. So we have to, at the last, I would like to say that we have to give such, such an environment to our students. They must feel that they are important, they are valued. Somebody is there as a teacher who understands, who has empathy. So these things are helpful in making that bond. That's all from my side.
Thank you so much, ma'am Kawaljeet. And when you mentioned about the fish philosophy, it was so beautifully explained by you that how we can strengthen the trust and create a better bonding between the stakeholders, and how it helps in creating a proactive and a remarkable school culture. It's all in our minds. If we have that uh, open mindedness, and if we move ahead in our lives, coming out of that old mindset and adapting the growth mindset, then definitely we would be in a better position to understand the emotions and the sentiments of others and create a lovely bond in such difficult times. I would like to ask a question which has been put up by a viewer here. As a leader, what do you do to keep your leaders in your school, in your community, school community, emotionally invested?
Uh, Thank you for this question. Uh, as a leader, leadership is something which should be transferred from one leader to others, which will be helpful uh, in means if as a leader I am just transferring that leadership in my team members, and we are just decentralizing the things, means if we'll empower them, and here the decentralization work. So if I'll think that every thing should be under observation of leader, but I should not control everything. So if we'll empower them, we'll allow them to give their suggestions, and we should take those good suggestions and ideas, we'll just utilize them to build the culture of our organization. Definitely they will feel that they are valued, their ideas means these have values. So definitely that will improve the bonding between a leader and the other leaders, means we'll not say I'm a leader and you are just working under me, means you are working with me. So we have to give the feeling of that bonding. So this is according to me. So this will be transferred from a leader to other leaders, even the students leaders, means everyone has that leadership skill. So as a leader, first we have to just we are supposed to understand, and we should know the strengths and weakness of every team member of us, and we should as a uh, emotionally intelligent leader, we should just focus on those strengths, not weakness.
As you mentioned, ma'am, leaders can be from any field. It can be from the student body, from our teaching faculty, from our parents' side, from any field. When we talk about the emotional intelligence of these leaders, be it from any field, does it have any adverse effect on creating the bond between the stakeholders?
Uh, if we are connected to a person emotionally, definitely some situation will come that will bound us to not take the decision which is against that person. But when we are working in an organization, and the main focus or goal should be organizational development. Organizational means हमें किस चीज पे फोकस करना है, दैट द मिशन ऑफ the vision of that organization ki what we as a team what we would like to achieve, so we should focus on that goal. So we have to take here the emotional intelligence really make the relationships better. But as we have means I have shared with you all that 85% people are there who they who don't like their jobs. In every organization there will be maybe less or more number of people who they really will not give their 100%. So if we are emotionally attached with the catalyst who will not increase the speed of that reaction, means that those will not helpful in making that bond. So in that situation, definitely our uh, means work will suffer. So here as a leader we have to take wise decisions as per the need.
Definitely, ma'am. I believe that in a nutshell, you would like to convey it this way that the emotional intelligence and the professional relationship has to be maintained with a perfect balance. Then only
Yes,
we can
ma'am.
move ahead.
Yes,
Ma'am, we
ma'am.
have one more viewer who is putting forward. This will be the last question that we are going to take up. Miss Vatsala Shrivastava. She would like to know your views on what impact can we create on others by being emotionally intelligent.
If we are emotionally intelligence means ability to recognize, ability to understand, manage your own emotions, and ability to be empathetic. And here, the proper communication and understanding is very, very important. As a leader, if I have those qualities in myself as a leader, if a person is empathetic, uh, is able to means if a person uh, empathy something means empathy is something which really helpful in solving any of the case study. So being a leader, definitely it is helpful, it works.
Well, thank you so much, ma'am. And on that note, we would like to thank the entire GETI team. Would like to thank ma'am Kawaljeet Kaur from Kanpur, who joined us for this talk with this beautiful and very effective talk, especially the art of bonding that is required uh, in its fullest terms and its fullest meaning in these difficult situations, and how to improve on our personal reflection with each other. Thank you very much, ma'am, for joining us on this talk. And
Thank you, ma'am.
very soon, dear viewers, we'll be joining back again with yet another speaker, guest speaker on the Global Education Training and Institute talk show. Thank you so much. Till then, bye bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye bye.